lot of people might disagree, but I believe a minivan is actually the best camping platform you can build. It's not about compromise, it's about having a vehicle that offers the thrill of exploration by day and a total sanctuary by night. It's that specific feeling when you shut the sliding door, the noise of the world cuts out. You have a mobile cabin that fits in a standard parking spot, but is spacious enough to be your own private escape. Today's plan is simple. Find a spot where the cell service dies and the noise stops. For exploring these back roads and finding true solitude, this platform is honestly unbeaten. It's nimble, it's unassuming, and it fits down trails where bigger vehicles just get scratched up. It handles the pavement like a luxury car, but with the lift and the all-wheel drive, it floats over these fire roads effortlessly. It's the perfect balance. You aren't bouncing around in a stiff truck cab. You're just gliding over the forest until you find a spot. There is a massive thrill in the search. Driving down a trail you've never been on, wondering if it dead ends, looking for that one perfect clearing. The van isn't just a vehicle, it's the tool that grants access to this kind of place. And there it is, zero noise, absolute perfection. Once the engine is off, the shift happens. It goes from being a vehicle to being my own tiny home. Because the rain is incoming, I want to set up my front porch. I like to use this because it packs away completely out of sight, keeping the rig streamlined. The biggest killer of spontaneity is friction. If setting up camp takes an hour of wrestling with poles and rain flies, you're gonna dread doing it, and you'll go camping less. That is why I have optimized everything for speed. By using a system that deploys in seconds rather than minutes, I'm removing the barrier between driving and relaxing. I'm not building a house, I'm just expanding the van's architecture. This connects directly to the chassis, creating a weather-sealed airlock. Once the footprint is staked out, the psychology changes. I'm no longer just parked in the woods, I've claimed a living space. It feels permanent, it feels stable, it stops being a car and starts becoming a legitimate base camp. Since this van didn't come with a spare tire, adding this carrier was non-negotiable for the peace of mind to do solo travel. But it also acts as the gatekeeper to the garage. Opening the hatch reveals the beauty of this platform separation. It's a cavernous cargo hauler that keeps the dirty logistics, like my furniture, cables, and tools, completely separate from my clean sleeping area. I grab the table and the kitchen is open. I'm keeping the kitchen fully electric tonight. Is a battery setup more expensive than gas? Probably, but my philosophy is about simplicity and ease of use. There are no hoses to connect, no wind gusts, and no open flames. You just plug it in and it works immediately. Let's talk about the thermodynamics of this setup for a second. When you cook with gas in a breeze, you lose a massive amount of thermal energy just trying to keep the flame hitting the pan. By going electric, I am dumping 100% of that energy directly into the cookware. It's faster, It's consistent, and because I'm inside this area, I'm not worried about a gust of wind blowing out my dinner. It is clinical precision in a wild environment. And this right here is the so what moment of tonight's adventure. Why go through the trouble of building out the van and hauling the batteries? It's for this specific feeling. I've got a restaurant quality steak searing next to a fresh cup of coffee, while the woods are getting cold and damp just a few feet away. It's that cognitive dissonance I love. Rugged isolation outside, civilized comfort inside. Feels like I'm getting away with something. It's luxury without the hotel bill. Hot food, cold air, total silence. This is the payoff. You don't need a massive RV or a $100,000 Sprinter build to get this. You just need a setup that prioritizes the experience over the gear. This is absolutely perfect. Sitting here, dry and warm, watching the woods turn blue in the twilight. This is the exhilaration of the solo trip. It's just me and the environment, and I have everything I need within arm's reach. When I climb inside for the night, the lighting sets the mood. I ran these LEDs along the trim, and it changes the entire vibe. It feels safe, unlike a tent where you feel exposed to the elements. And here you are locked in, solid walls, and total comfort. When the night actually sets in, the van transforms again. But the window shades seal the deal. This is the final step of the transformation. Practically, these reflect my body heat back into the cabin, but psychologically, they do something more important. They shut out the void. The moment that last shade pops in, the forest disappears. It's just me, the warm glow of the lights, and total privacy. This is the best sleep you can get. Laying flat, fully stretched out, safe inside the rig while rain hammers on the roof. It resets the system faster than anything. If you want to see exactly how I built this floating frame to maximize my space, click this video right here. It's a total game changer. Good night.